Thank you very much. Thank you. And welcome to the... Oh, sorry. Sorry, can we start again? Sorry.
Yes, it doesn't matter, actually, because these sort of things happen from time to time. We do tend to make small mistakes, but it's all right, because the programme that you're going to see now is actually recorded 3 months in advance.
Yeah, that's right.
So if we say anything that goes wrong, we can easily cut it out. That happened to me last week. In fact, I was doing a sketch, and I came on, and I got all the words wrong, and I said. Said it again. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I really am.
Say, concentrate. The whole show will be thing edits.
Yeah. Sorry. As you can see, we can obviously edit out any little shit.
So there's no problem. None of that will
cut together.
Because actually another advantage of having time to edit the show actually is that if for example, I tell the joke about the Jew who's locked in a wardrobe, we can just sort of. Snip it out.
Snip it out, yeah. And of course, we can, if there's an embarrassing pause, snip that out.
Yeah.
And nobody will notice that anything is wrong at all.
Yeah, because, the 3-month delay does have its disadvantages. I mean, for example, if we were doing a funny sketch about, Sweden, let's say, for example.
That's if we could find anything funny about Sweden.
But, supposing we were, though, if we're doing a funny sketch about Sweden, and then just say, like, in the 3 months that elapsed, Britain declared war on Sweden, let's say.
Why?
Why what?
Why would Britain declare war on Sweden?
I don't know, do I? Because they're bloody lousy furniture, I expect. I don't know, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's just it's just an example of the sort of thing that can happen.
Like, for example, another thing that might be good, if the programme finally reaches your screens, when it reaches it, Mel could be dead, you see. Of course, if that does happen, well, we'll let you know.
This is another go about my weight, isn't it?
We'll put up a little caption, you see, in the credits saying that this programme is a tribute to the late Mel Smith.
I'm perfectly fit, I can carry this weight. I've taken up squash, actually.
But if it hasn't appeared yet, the caption, then obviously he's probably all right.
Yeah, I've started eating bran now in the mornings.
Let's hope so, anyway, because obviously, it'll make a difference to all the repeats, you see, if we don't... Anyway, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Hang on! What the hell's this caption doing here?
Well, they're just testing it. They've got to test it.
Well, why can't they test it some other bloody time? What's it? Oh, for God's sake,
What's the blood pressure?
There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with my blood pressure. I'm fine.
All right. I think you just better sit down. That's all right.
For Christ's sake!
Yeah, well, I'd keep that caption if I were you. I think you might need it.
When you least expect it, disaster can strike. Accidents, like this one, are happening every day. Scalpel. Ah! Oh, my God. That's impossible.
What is it, Doctor? Oh, dear me.
I won't operate. Stop that.
Have you gone stark raving mad? This man's going to die if... I don't believe it.
What is it? More lives are lost every year through dirty underpants than any other in today's hospitals. Remember, you have a choice. You never know when an accident will happen.
Yes, you've really disgusting understandings.
Hello?
Hello.
Wife's still away then?
Aye.
When's she gone back?
Tuesday.
How you coping with the baby? Oh, them nappies all right? Oh. Better be asleep, is it?
Hello. Is that Lloyd's Bank in Chiswick High Street?
It says it is.
Well, speak to him then. I want to speak to the manager.
It's just getting empty.
Hello. Hargreaves.
It's him.
Well, tell him what to do then. Hargreaves, I want you to put £20,000 in used notes in a carrier bag in a telephone box.
It says why.
Well, tell him why. Hargreaves, just do what we say. Otherwise, your wife could have a rather nasty accident.
He says he's not married.
I told you we'd come to the wrong house, didn't I?
This is Jeff Capes, Britain's strongest man. He can lift automobiles, pull railway trucks with his teeth. But even he can't open this carton of orange juice without staining his togs.
Pretty tough going, eh, Jeff? You know, it's almost as if these cartons of orange juice have been specially designed in order to spill orange juice all over your clothes. An absurd notion, isn't it? Or is it? Our research has shown that cartons like these boost the sales of orange juice by 62%. Frightening enough. But is there a more sinister reason behind the spillage phenomenon? A ludicrous idea. Or is it?
The Right to Know tracked down the man responsible for the design and manufacture of these cartons. His name is Nigel Sims, and he lives in this house. And we're going to confront Mr. Sims now. Mr. Sims?
Open up, Sims. It's the BBC. Come on, Simsy. We're not going to go away until you talk to us. All right. If you're not going to come out... There's no hiding from the BBC. Now then, Mr. Sims.
Yes.
Sims!
Yes, can I help you?
Yes, you certainly can, Mr. Sims. We are from the BBC and we demand to know why it is so difficult to open these cartons. Don't you think it's your responsibility to put some sort of warning on there, advising people to wear an old T-shirt before they attempt it?
Search me.
Now, come on, Mr. Sims. Come on, don't try and cover up. Aren't you the chief shareholder of Sims Packaging Limited, the firm responsible for making these cartons?
I think you've got the wrong Sims. I'm in office stationery.
Oh, I see.
I bet you can break me if you want. I mean, if I get on the television, I mean...
No, I'm really sorry.
You're Julian Enderby, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
I took a package of paperclips once, and I knew there was no shop, but
Yes.
Eventually, thanks to painstaking research, we were able to track down this man, the elusive Mr. Sims. We secretly filmed Mr. Sims on March the 6th of this year, meeting with this man. A perfectly ordinary-looking man, except that this man is no ordinary man, for this man is Harry Tate. And Harry Tate just happens to own a chain of dry cleaners which specialise in the removal of orange juice stains. Now, at this moment, Harry Tate hands Sims this package.
So what exactly was in the package? Obviously, it would be irresponsible to say. Perhaps the package was totally harmless. Who can say? One thing is certain. And that is the link between this man and this man.
Notice the resemblance? And could this man be this man? A mysterious face in the crowd on the day J.F. Kennedy was shot by this man? And could both these men be this man? General Gaddafi, who rules Libya, which begins with the letter L, which is worth 1 point in a Scrabble game. Just like the letter T, which just happens to be one of the initials of Harry Tate. A coincidence? Perhaps. But this is where this man comes in. Moses, the founder of modern Israel, a country that produces vast quantities of oranges and is supported by Ronald Reagan. Who once starred in a film with a chimpanzee. The chimpanzee's name was Bonzo, which means orange juice in Bulgarian. Could the Bulgarian Secret Service really be behind it all? We put these charges to the Bulgarian diplomatic attaché in London.
I'm sorry. I really haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
A curiously evasive answer. An answer which leaves many questions unanswered. What is the role in all this of the KGB, the CIA, the ILEA, and the MCC? If there is a conspiracy, why isn't Harold Wilson involved? Was he on holiday at the time? Who is Kenny Lynch, and what exactly does he do? Who killed Cock Robin, and why was it hushed up? Why was Gladstone's Irish policy a failure? Discuss. Are you interested in a visit from one of our double-glazing consultants at present in this area? All these and many other questions remain. But the most burning question at the moment concerns this man.
An ordinary-looking man entering an ordinary-looking house. Except that this is no ordinary house, for this is my house. Just who is this man, and why is my wife taking him upstairs? Next week on The Right to Know, we'll be asking, why was this man knocked down by a J registration BMW while leaving this house sometime next Wednesday morning?
Well, so it's over, is it?
Yes.
Well, just like that, you're going to walk out with that man?
Oh, Clive, don't start crying. Roger will be here any minute.
Oh, yeah, Roger. Appropriate name for your lover, I must say.
Now, darling, don't be bitter.
No, don't touch me.
He's here.
Oh, my God. He's got his own key, has he?
Clive, this is Roger.
Hello, Roger. Come on in. Have a seat, why don't you? Help yourself to a drink. I expect you know where it is.
I beg your pardon.
You smooth bastard!
Please pull yourself together and be civilized.
Oh, yes, I'll be civilized. While Mr. Supercool here breezes off with my wife.
Oh, don't start that again.
What do you want, wife? Well, have you forgotten after 6 years you jump into bed with the first man who takes your fancy?
It wasn't like that. Well, it was just one of those things. We met, we were attracted. It was sexual chemistry. I can't explain
Well,
it.
let's ask Roger to explain it, shall we?
Now, you must not blame Roger. He didn't want this to happen. He fought against it. We both fought against it.
Don't kid yourself, Marjorie. You were just a couple of butterflies having a fling. You didn't care about anybody else.
Oh, that isn't true. Roger, you tell him. Tell him how we were swept away in a tide of passion, too powerful to resist.
Yes, come on, Roger. Come on, Roger. Don't play the silent mystery man. Let's hear your side of it.
Maybe one sandwich is all.
I ain't half hungry.
Yeah?
Yeah, my missus put me on a diet.
Did she?
Yeah, she put me on that. She got this book, see, called the Beverly Hills' H-bomb diet. And like every day, I have to eat a specific amount of things I have to eat.
What sort of tiny amounts?
Oh yeah, tiny. Well, this is my 5th day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What have you got to eat today then?
Oh, I don't know.
Huh?
I ate the book. I was so hungry. She'll be furious, my mistress.
Look. You don't want to worry about it.
What was it?
I'll tell you for. Because dieting makes you fat.
What? How does it do that?
Scientifically proven, actually.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you must have been on a lot of diets. What, to get the size you are? You must have.
No.
No.
I'm not fat, you see.
Oh.
No. I'm big boned.
Oh.
You're fat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but don't you think, like, if you didn't drink 14 pints and eat 2 curries every night, your bones might be smaller.
It's irrelevant, actually. It's irrelevant.
Right.
Yeah. I had a friend.
Yeah.
I had a friend. He went on one of them high fibre.
Oh yeah.
High fibre diet.
What's that then?
Well, it's basically bran.
Oh, bran. Yeah.
It's bran basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you can eat what you like, but you've got to have some bran on it.
Oh, yeah.
So like you have a bowl of cornflakes, a little bit of bran on top, egg, bacon, sausage, tomato, black bean, fried bread, a little bit of bran on top.
Cup of tea. Cup of tea.
Yeah, a little bit of bran in there.
Yeah. McDonald's then?
Bran.
McDonald's, bran. What? Pint of beer?
Bran.
Yeah. What? Doesn't it make the beer taste a bit funny though?
Well, you don't really notice after the 18th pint, do you?
Your friend don't notice, you mean?
Eh?
Your friend, what's on a diet?
Oh, yeah, my friend, yeah.
Yeah, what all eating all this bran then? What doesn't it make you want to go to the, Go to what? Well, it makes you want to go to the, doesn't it? Doesn't it make you want to go?
Go to the bran shop to get some more bran. Yeah, so you run out. Yeah.
No, go to the bog house. Go to the Kazi.
Oh, the toilet? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blimey, you're never off it. Well, that's really how the diet works, actually. I mean, you spend so much time on the lavvy, you haven't got time to go out and buy any proper food. I mean, it's straight down the supermarket, up to the checkout with an empty cardboard box and a trolley.
But it is. What? How long do you this bran diet? How long do you do that for then?
My friend. How
Your
long did
friend?
my friend
Yeah.
do?
Oh yeah, your friend. Yeah.
Well, for about 4 days.
Well, it's bad to go on longer, is it then?
Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. I mean, you run out of bog paper, don't you? Oh, it gets desperate. I mean, you try kitchen roll, newspaper, you try unravelling that cardboard bit in the middle of the bog roll. No, it's no good. It's no good. No.
So your friend then? What did he didn't lose no weight?
He lost 4 stone.
Yeah.
Right, 4 stone. He ate 1 chocolate biscuit and put it all back on again.
That's sad, isn't it? That's sad.
Well, I don't know. I think it's nature, really, isn't it? I mean, it's your metabolisms, I think.
What's that then?
Well, I mean, if you've got a problem with your metabolism, I mean, basically, you're buggered, really.
Yeah. Why don't you stop eating them then? Why don't you say to your missus, I don't want to eat any more of these metabolisms? And you just put them on the side of your plate. So
No,
you
you don't understand. No, you don't eat metabolism.
Oh, right.
No, they grow inside you.
Oh, yeah.
And then you've got them for life, really.
What, like piles?
Sort of, yeah.
What, don't you think, though, like, if you can't diet, you should do that exercise thing? You do exercise.
Oh, no. No, exercise makes you fat.
Well, it does.
It does.
What about that Jane Fonda woman?
Enormous.
Jane Fonda?
Obese.
Well, I've seen her on the telly. She's dressed with all those girls in them leotards, and they're wiggling about, doing that erotic dancing.
No. Basically, it's on television. It's all trick photography. See?
Oh,
it's all done with mirrors.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, take Twiggy.
Yeah.
Twiggy.
Twiggy?
Yeah. Should be called Trunky. I mean, she is one pile of flab.
What?
Disgusting.
So there's no dieting and no exercise. Don't do you no good.
That's right. I mean, I would have to run a mile to get rid of what calories I get out of every pint of beer that I bought.
Well, that's all right then, isn't it?
Hmm?
Well, you usually run a mile before you buy a pint of beer anyway, don't you? Hello. I'm Neris Hughes. No, I'm sorry. I'm Joanna Lumley. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to interrupt the programme. We have come to a rather sensitive moment.
We are known as radical comedians, and occasionally we are expected to push the bounds of comedy a little bit further, the nature of what can be achieved in the comedic form. This next sketch is,
It's been described as deeply contentious.
It's certainly irrelevant, irreverent.
It's very deeply felt.
I'd prefer to think of it as an indictment of bourgeois morality.
Yeah, basically, it's shit-hot porn.
And we've got to face up to it. There are people who are liable to be offended by this sketch. It will be better if you didn't watch, okay? Could you turn off now, please, if the spectacle of raw sex is likely to offend?
Okay. Right, on with the porn.
Just a minute. I'm sorry, but nobody has switched off.
Look, apparently you've just added another 1 million viewers.
Listen, I mean, I don't want your complaints. This next item is deeply pornographic. It is likely to cause immediate offence.
What? Oh, fine. Now we're more popular than Steve Davis, apparently. Highest BBC Two ratings ever.
Yes, I'm sorry. Well, I'm afraid this leaves us with absolutely no alternative. Under the circumstances, we will just have to employ the BBC's latest development. It is a selective viewer input corrector.
Good idea, Griff. Now, this is basically a Home Office censorship device, which quite simply cuts pictures and sound in any household where the Home Office consider that our material will cause offence.
Well, you have not been chosen to take part in the extension of the bounds of comedy that is currently happening on BBC Two. So, in the meantime, here is some music. Well, the pornographic sketch seems to have ended prematurely, so now we return you to the Alas Smith & Jones studio.
Well, that was a bit of fun, wasn't it?
Thank you very much.
And ladies and gentlemen, could we have a special round of applause for the donkey?